you guys so much for clicking on this video. I'm so happy that I got the chance to check out a couple of films at Sundance this year, and one of them was Resurrection, starring Rebecca Hall. And I gotta say, a very interesting film. There's some really good and some really weird that went on here. But before we dive in, if you're new to the channel, welcome in. My name is Leo Rydell, and this is Geekly Goods, where we talk the latest in movies, TV, with a little sprinkle of anime in there as well. Y'all, if you're new to the channel, hit that big red subscribe button, and let's talk today about the movie Resurrection. Follow successful business executive Margaret, who leads a controlled and disciplined life until David returns, bringing the horrors of Margaret's past with him. And let's start out with what really works, and what really absolutely works in this movie is Rebecca Hall. She is an absolute knockout in this role. She literally translates anxiety and, unfortunately, how a victim of abuse looks. I mean, seriously, she has all of these physical cues that really start to tick off as she spots her ex-lover in the crowd, who's played by Tim Roth, who, man, he's great as well. But let's stay on Rebecca for a moment. She is physically amazing in this role. I mean, seriously, chills and just has these anxiety-inducing moments that really put you into that negative adrenaline with her. She starts so collected and so calm, but slowly descends into madness, and you can just see it on her face and in her actions and her tics, these physical tics that she has that just make her go crazier and crazier and crazier. And seriously, she has found her niche in this quasi-psycho thriller horror genre where she is the wife of somebody who's crazy. So it's pretty nice little niche that she's found her way into in this movie industry. She has seriously made her mark and found her place here. So I'm happy for her, and I think that she did a stellar job in this movie. I really almost want to nominate her for how good she was, and she really actually kept this movie from crashing and burning. She's so good. She literally gets up and physically runs out of an area at one point when she spots her ex-lover in a conference. I love that about Rebecca Hall. I love the energy she brings to these roles that really just brings you into it with her and allows you to feel that anxiety, that stress, that unfortunate situation that's going on with her. It really does rope and bring you into that, because her acting is so good and so dynamic that it transcends the screen even, guys. She does so fantastic here. And hey, Tim Roth is no slouch either. He does a great job too of really flipping the switch from just trying to be this ordinary-ish dude to this psycho delivering some very weird lines, which we'll get to in a minute in the movie. I mean, seriously, such great acting talent out of the both of them. And also the technicals are really good too. I like the cinematography. I like these really chilling slow zooms that happen later in the movie as we learn Margaret's secret to her past. I love this like really creepy slow zoom that just creeps in so slowly that you almost can barely tell it's moving. It's very well done, well timed, well calculated, as well as the editing. It can feel a little jarring at times, but it goes with the anxiety that Rebecca Hall is portraying. So I think that the technicals do a good job. I think the acting is really fantastic. But let's talk about some things that don't work and stop this movie from being great. And the first thing that really stops it to me is the ending and how we trail from this thriller about an ex-love and some dirty secrets and dark secrets in the past to borderline, not even borderline, but just weird things around cannibalism and these weird things that Tim Roth's character says. Like, the script is a little bit weird in that we go from this thriller to a weird out of the ordinary horror, and it doesn't happen in a smooth transition. It's just kind of weird that Tim Roth's character talks about eating someone else. I just think that's a little bit weird, and that it just throws off so many things that were set up in the movie, because it takes a little while to get to the reveal of what Tim Roth's character actually did to Rebecca Hall's character. So we follow through Margaret's life and we see her slowly descend, and it really makes you wonder what happened. But then when you finally learn, and I'm not gonna spoil in case you wanna go check this out, it is a weird revelation, and it just makes the script and the other parts of this movie feel a little goofy and a little weird, because the revelation is just really out of the ordinary, and it's not a good breadcrumbing up to that conclusion like Hereditary. It's just kind of jarring and a little bit out of nowhere, and I thought that it just didn't quite belong in the movie. This was the same issue I had with The Night House, unfortunately. I just think the reveal and the big, I guess, evil, spooky thing behind this all didn't really go with the film that well to me. So unfortunately, it really bogs it down with how off the rails it got. And it does have some pacing issues where I feel the movie didn't know what it wanted to do. And so it just had Rebecca Hall's character following Tim Roth's. It just felt like there were a couple scenes that it didn't know where to go. So unfortunately, due to the pacing issues and due to how off the rails the story got, going into this horror and introducing cannibalism was a little bit much for me. So guys, if I had to give a rating to Resurrection, I would have to go with a 7 out of 10. Unfortunately, it just didn't deliver in the end. The ending is off the rails. Some of the stuff that they involve later on in the movie is off the rails, and it threw off what the first 45 minutes really spent a lot of time building up. And I thought that the first 45 minutes, honestly, I thought I was looking at a 9 out of 10 potentially, but unfortunately, it just kind of drops from there. You guys let me know though, if you have seen this movie, let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you're checking out this video, let me know what you thought about the review, how you felt. Do you think this is a movie you would like to see? Do you think maybe you'll end up skipping it? I can see this maybe going to Netflix, maybe Apple TV Plus as a nice thriller to get us through a season. Guys, let us know your thoughts down in the comments zone. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for your boy Leo Rydell, and we will see you next time on Geekly Goods.